Hello everyone, this is Dr. Vu, and today I'm going to read to you this book called The Highest Mountain of Books in the World by Rocio Bonilla. It's a great book about the power of reading. I hope you enjoy it. The Highest Mountain of Books in the World by Rocio Bonilla. Lucas was convinced he was born to fly. He can spend hours watching the birds soar or airplanes leaving white trails in the sky up above. He tried to make wings many times, millions of wings, big ones, small ones, even ones with real feathers. Surely, he thought, one of his inventions would make his dream come true, to fly. But none did. Lucas refused to give up. Every Christmas, he would write Santa Claus a letter asking him to pretty please bring me wings that can really fly. But for some reason, year after year, Santa got it wrong, giving him toy wings that were no use at all. On his birthday, after blowing out the candles on his cake and making the same wish he'd made each and every birthday before, his mother said, "There are other ways to fly, Lucas." And she put a book in his hands. At first, Lucas didn't understand what she meant, but he sat in the garden and started to read anyway. He loved the story that his mother had given him so much, he finished it in one sitting. Almost without realizing it, he picked up another book, and then another, and another. He was amazed by everything he discovered, learned, and imagined. He started to devour books endlessly, and the more he read, the faster he read. He couldn't stop. He soon finished all the books from the bookcase in the living room, and the books from his sister's room too. Before he knew it, the garden was full of books. He stacked them up, sat on them, and asked for more. Everyone brought him books. His best friend, Thomas, the girl next door, the music teacher, his grandfather, and even the local baker. And so, his mountain of books grew and grew and grew. After a while, Lucas stopped coming down, not even to eat or sleep. His mother, his sister, and even the fire department tried to get him to come down. but Lucas could only think about reading. When he had finished all the books in the neighborhood, he started on vans full of books from the local library. The mountain of books grew higher, and he became so famous that he was even on TV. When people found out about him, they came from all over to see the highest mountain of books in the world. Lucas didn't notice anything. He just kept on reading. With each story, he traveled to other countries, discovered interesting things about history, met new characters, and imagined worlds that didn't really exist. And then one day, all of a sudden, he understood what his mother meant. Even though he couldn't fly, his imagination could. In fact, he realized that he hadn't stopped flying since he started his first book. And at that moment, he wanted to climb down the mountain to tell her. But how? And that's when his imagination allowed him to fly yet once again. And that is the end of this story, the highest mountain of books in the world. Now, don't we love books? The book that I just read to you reminds us that books can take us to journeys to different places that we've never been to, allow us to meet people that we've never met before, people who in history have changed the world. Like this man, Steve Jobs, invented Apple computers. If you have an iPad, if you have an iPhone, you want to thank him. But this book will tell you about his story and his life and how he came up with it. I mean, this book here by Kate DiCamillo, The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane, I've talked about lots and lots of times. Takes you on different journeys to different places, different worlds, and you would love it. I've been to Italy before. This book takes us on a journey, a travel book, 1,000 Days in Venice. Of course, you can read about former presidents, Barack Obama, if you're a Republican, George Bush. You can read about great thinkers like Coach Wooden, John Wooden, won 10 championships at UCLA. Dr. Martin Luther King. Here's a book. It's called Vit America. And it's a graphic novel about a Vietnamese refugee and his family and coming to America. It's a great book. And books also teach us things. Here's a cookbook on one of my favorite types of cuisines, Indian food. So, as the story says, there's more than one way to fly. And books can take you to different places in the world, can take you to different journeys and adventures that you would never, ever get a chance to take. And sometimes they might prepare you for the journeys that you do take. So keep on reading, enjoy, and let me know if you like this book. Thank you.